Do you want to know where you can make money writing fiction online? Then keep watching this video. Hi, my name is Sylvie. I'm a former fan fiction writer turned fiction author, and today I'm going to go over some useful places where you can go online to write fiction and also make money doing it in the process. Today I'd like to go over 3 websites you can use to make money online writing fiction. And if you stay until the end, I'll give one so-so option for writing fiction, as well as a few that you really want to avoid. So keep watching. First place you can go to write fiction for money is medium.com. Medium's been around for quite some time. You can make money based upon reads from people who subscribe to the Medium membership. You can make money online based on people who read your work on Medium that are also paid members. You can get paid writing fiction on Medium when members of Medium read your work. It's not entirely based upon views or claps or engagement. Rather, how you get paid is entirely dependent upon how the Medium community responds to your work. And what I mean by that is you could have a post go viral on Medium and make absolutely no money if the majority of your readers come from outside of Medium. Medium members pay $5 a month or $50 a year to be considered a premium member. Free members are also allowed to join the Medium Partner Program. The main difference is free members are only allowed to read 3 locked stories a month. And in order to get paid, you have to lock your stories behind the Medium paywall. So a lot of people find it makes sense to pay the membership so that they can be more involved in the community while they're making money. Initially, this used to be a really great opportunity to make money by writing on Medium. However, in 2021, Medium made the same moves as YouTube in that they've increased the barrier of entry for users to make money. Now, in order to make money through the Medium Partner Program, you have to first have a minimum of 100 followers. Now, I joined Medium back in 2018. So over the years, I was easily able to grow that 100 follower minimum requirement. So my ability to make money has not been affected by these recent changes. But it could be a bit frustrating for newcomers to the site in that they have to build up a following before Medium will actually start paying them. So if you are committed to putting out regular fiction content, then you can eventually reach the 100 follower minimum threshold, but it may take a while for newcomers. Once you're actually able to start making money, it's a good way to make a steady stream of income. Now, I did hear along with the changes in 2021 that Medium did intend to create a minimum payment threshold. At the time of this video, there is no threshold yet. But I did read somewhere that Medium does intend to raise their minimum threshold to $10 at some point. There have been a few months where I haven't made the $10 minimum, but so far I have not been affected. I still get paid every month, regardless of how much I make. The second place you can go to make money writing fiction is Vocal Media. That's vocal.media. On Vocal Media, writers can make money through views. How much money writers make is dependent on their status on the site. For free members on Vocal Media, 1,000 views makes you $3.80. However, if you're a paid Vocal Plus member, then you earn $6 for every 1,000 reads. Keep in mind, users don't get their earnings until they reach the minimum threshold, which is also affected by a user's status on Vocal Media. Free members have to earn a minimum of $35 before they can cash out, and Vocal Plus members have to earn a minimum of $20 before they can cash out. To be a Vocal Plus member, you have to pay $9.99 a month, or you could sign up for their annual membership, which is $100 or $99.99 a year. Presently, I am a Vocal Plus member. I actually earned it through a collaboration with the site. If you've been following me on YouTube, you know I have many thoughts about Vocal Media. I do feel the site offers a decent opportunity to make money, albeit you do have to put in more effort to get views. The domain authority of Vocal Media is very low, so unless you're promoting your writing constantly, it's very difficult to accrue views and thus accrue money. Another option in making money on Vocal Media is to sign up for the Vocal Media writing challenges. That's their writing contests. Most of the time, these contests are only available to Vocal Plus members, although they occasionally do have contests for free members, though very rarely nowadays. I personally would not put much hope in making money through these writing challenges. Consider them as sweepstakes. A lot of people tend to sign up for the Vocal Media writing challenges, and even though they promise large sums of money, your odds of winning any of the large cash awards are slim to none. If anything, treat it as an opportunity to hone your writing skills and not much more than that. The third place I would like to recommend for making money writing fiction online is Simily. That's simily.co. That's Simily spelled SIMILY.co. I find when I type it in on Google, they oftentimes autocorrect to Simile with an E. I really hope the website eventually changes its name. Well, Simile is a new website on the scene. They are a website that also pay by views, so you get 2 cents for every view. By that token, if you get 1,000 views, then you stand to make $20. The minimum payment threshold for Simile is $10. Now, I started writing for Simile in about January of 2022, and at this point, I've yet to meet the minimum payment threshold. Similar to Vocal Media, Simile has, I would say, a low domain authority. They don't get very many views, so you really have to hustle. You really have to push and promote your own work in order to get eyeballs on your work and thus get money through views. Now, the interesting thing is the founders of Simily have actually explicitly stated that this pay rate of $2 per view is not permanent. As they build up their user base, they are considering retooling how users make money. By that token, I could only imagine they'll decrease the amount of money users make per view, or perhaps they'll take a similar model to Medium in that we don't exactly know how they pay their writers. It's new on the scene. I don't know if Simile will last the year. The growth on the website seems very slow now, but I still occasionally cross-post some old content on Simile just to grow my viewership, so eventually I can reach that $10 minimum threshold. So new on the scene, it might be beneficial to get in early, and that's why I recommend Simile. Now I'd like to talk about Wattpad, and I mentioned Wattpad with an asterisk. So you can write fiction on Wattpad. I have written fiction on Wattpad. Now, as far as making money, it's not as cut and dry as the previous 3 websites that I had mentioned. In fact, it's quite convoluted and difficult to get to a point to actually start making money from your content on Wattpad. A few years ago, how you would make money on Wattpad is you would write a story that the algorithm would see, and it would garner enough attraction that Wattpad would approach you and offer you a book deal. And from there, you could actually physically publish your work and sell it and make money that way. Things have substantially changed since then. At the time, a lot of publishing houses were looking at Wattpad with interest, and so there was the potential to be discovered on the platform. But Wattpad has since made their own in-house publishing company, and so if any book is being made through Wattpad, it's through Wattpad Books. As a result, publishing houses aren't looking at Wattpad nearly as much. It's still possible to make money on Wattpad. However, in order to make money with your writing on Wattpad, you have to be what's considered a Wattpad Star. I think it's a process where you have to submit an application and just provide information on your work, ideally a completed work. If you are accepted into the Wattpad Stars program, then you can start charging money for your chapters. Wattpad gives out its own currency, Wattpad coins, and said coins can be used to unlock chapters of certain books. Maybe a few of the first early chapters could be free, and then the rest you'd have to use Wattpad coins in order to access. So as of right now, I have not utilized Wattpad to make money. I actually discourage using Wattpad in order to make money. And the reason why is if you feel your work is good enough to actually be published, then perhaps it's best to work on it privately and then send query letters out to other publishers when you're ready to try to sell your work. The reason why I stress this is there's a thing called first publication rights. A lot of publishing houses, especially the big three publishing houses, they don't look at stories that have already been published, even if it's been published by yourself. So if you go on Wattpad and you publish your story, then you've effectively killed your chances of ever having the story sold by a high-profile publisher. You can still self-publish your work. By that I mean maybe you can share a few chapters for free on Wattpad and then go on Amazon KDP and sell the full story there. That's one way to do it, a bit more roundabout. But in terms of actually making money from Wattpad, you're taking a big risk simply publishing it online. You've relinquished your publishing rights before you've even had the chance for the story to shine. So I would recommend against Wattpad unless you're dead set on being self-published. If you have any hope or any desire to be traditionally published, keep your best content off of Wattpad. And finally, the last places I want to mention are all places I highly discourage you from writing on in order to make money. You can technically make money from these sites, but it could come at a great cost, ironically, to yourself. If you've ever heard of the sites Web Novel or Good Novel or Dream or Dreamy or Starry Writing or anything of the ilk, stay away. So yes, you can write for these platforms. They're more platforms than actual websites. But before they offer you the chance to get paid, they insist that you sign a contract. And this contract is not going to benefit you. It's very convoluted, very bloated, and the terms are as such that you're not making hardly any money from the amount of content that you're writing. You're probably getting maybe a couple $100 just to write a full-fledged novel. And if you do the math, that's literally pennies, if not less, per word. So I would caution against signing up for any of these sites. There are people who have made money and have had success, but if you want autonomy for your story and also you want to avoid the risk of your intellectual property being snatched up by these predatory sites, then I highly advise that you stay clear of these contracts and stay clear of these platforms. And those are all my recommended places where you can go to write fiction online. If you'd like more information on how to make money writing online, I highly encourage you to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. I hope to go on this journey with you together, and we can learn how to make the most of our talents and express ourselves while at the same time getting properly compensated. So that's all I have to say for today. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.